Do you want to avoid those boo boo, those really serious mistakes that could potentially kill your relationship? Then you need to join us for these top 5 boo boos that could kill your relationship, these mistakes that you definitely need to avoid in your marriage.
Welcome to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. We are Vito and Linda Patrick.
And we're excited to be here and we're excited to have you here. So if you have a comment, a question, or you want to connect with us further, stick around and learn how, and definitely find out about these top 5 mistakes that could potentially destroy your relationship. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the top 5 mistakes to avoid in your marriage.
In this new year.
Oh, yes, you definitely want to avoid these. So if you're here live with us or watching the replay or catching it, however, go ahead, comment, let us know where you're watching from, who you are, how long have you been married? Go and put those in the chat for me. Oh,
Yes.
definitely. So we are definitely going to talk about those mistakes. Yes, those big, big boo boos, those things that you definitely don't want to do because they can potentially harm your relationship.
Yes. So we are just into the 7th day of this new year. So happy new year to all of our Unique Couples family. So we want to make sure that these top 5 mistakes you definitely avoid in your marriage in this new year. So you ready for mistake number one?
Ooh, let's count it down. Number
All right.
one. Number
So number
one.
one, comparing your wife to your ex, or even worse, to your mom.
Well, that is definitely a big no-no
That's a
because first of all,
big boo
let's
boo.
start backwards. If you are comparing me to your mom, that's going to be a problem because first of all, I didn't give birth to you, so I definitely don't need to be your mom, right? So
Yes.
your spouse does not need to be husbands. Your wife does not need to be your mom. So you can't compare whether it's the cooking, the cleaning, the whatever else it is.
Yes. You cannot compare your
Don't do
spouse
that.
to your mom. That's
So
a big no no.
yeah. So avoid doing that if you I mean, some of you probably did it already, right? Type it in the comments. You probably did it already, but guess what? You want to avoid doing that. Mm-hmm. And
And then
definitely the comparing with the
at the
ex.
X, yes,
Yeah.
that's also a big boo boo. That's a big no no.
I mean,
You don't want to do that because now you are with your wife.
yeah, you're
So
not with your ex. So
why are
why?
you even thinking about your ex or trying to compare your wife with your ex?
Mm-hmm. So don't do that, man. And definitely don't do it, ladies, as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So number two,
So
mistake number
mistake
two.
number two, sharing your spouse's inadequacies with friends and family members.
This one is just so easy to do because sometimes we're in the heat of the moment and something happens and we're like upset and we want to vent and we go to our friends or family member and we want to talk about, oh, he is this and he is that. Or,
Mhm.
hey, men do it too. But then things change, right?
Yes.
Things change. But you are still, and the people you tell might still be in that same frame of mind, but it's still not healthy for your relationship because if you are just constantly talking about what your spouse is doing wrong, wrong,
Not
wrong,
wrong.
wrong, wrong, it is not going to make your relationship some a happy experience. Okay,
Yes,
so
and by the way, your spouse's weaknesses is none of their business.
that's true.
That should just be between both of you. You
Mm-hmm,
shouldn't be sharing that with friends or family members. You want to be working, you want to be helping your spouse on in
mm-hmm,
whatever areas there are weaknesses. So
yep,
that's something you don't want to be sharing. Also, but you also want to help your spouse to improve,
mm.
in those areas as well.
So just going to share and tell somebody, and especially if your spouse, gets wind of this or feels, they might feel
Hmm.
really hurt,
Yeah.
because this is something that is between the two of you, and then you're now sharing it with others. So that
Yes.
could be potentially damaging for any healthy relationship.
Yes. So you don't want to do that. So mistake number two is
Ooh.
sharing your spouse's
Hmm.
inadequacies with friends and family. You don't want to do that. So we're ready for mistake number three.
Ooh, bring it on, bring it on. Number three.
So mistake number three, lacking intimacy and not making time for your partner.
Ooh.
So that
Oh, I
there,
know I've been guilty of this, right? I've been guilty of this. I think you put this
well,
in here for me, right? Yeah. So it
well,
happens, right?
yeah, the thing is, you have busy schedules, you have busy lives, but you want to make sure that you
Hmm.
find that time for your partner. You want to make sure that intimacy is there. And it's all about being intentional.
Hmm.
You have to be intentional with it because, yes, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day,
Hmm.
but at the same time, you have to find time to sleep. You have to find time to do chores, cook, XYZ, all those things you have to find time to do. So, when are you going to find that time to spend with your partner? When is
To
this
make this happen.
intimacy going to happen? This is where you have to be intentional with it. So, you don't want to start off this new year making that mistake where
Mm,
you don't find the time to reconnect with your partner in an intimate way. So you want to make sure you find time.
woo, a point taken, point taken. When you hear it, um, just do what you can to go and make sure that you are doing it. So when you hear the warnings, correct the behavior. So definitely find time to be intimate, and that's physically, emotionally, just find time to connect with your spouse. And of course, the big thing issue with intimacy is that you need to find time for is sex, right? Find time for it, or make time for it, right? Because
Yes,
you
yeah,
have
you
the time,
definitely
you have to
want to
make the
make time.
time. Yes, you have to make the time, and that's why we're so excited, and we're so just pumped up about this 21-day love challenge, because
Yes.
all of the couples who have done it, they have reported increase in their intimacy, and yes, we're talking about sex as well, in their love life and relationship, how they connect. So if you want to connect with your spouse, you want to communicate, you want to collaborate, you want to increase intimacy and excitement in your relationship, then join us for the 21-day Couples Connection Challenge. And it's designed to get you and your spouse closer. Okay, so we use activities that promote
Yes.
intimacy, insight, and intentionality during the course of 21 days. So go ahead, register now. Click the link in the description and the comments and register for the 21-day connection challenge, or go ahead and hashtag 21 days,
Yes.
and we will go ahead and get that information to you. Because guess what? Your relationship, your marriage, it should be like the first moments you were together. Hot, spicy, where you can't get enough of each other and you're always excited to be in each other's presence. And if you don't have that, we're telling you that it is possible. You still can have it. We can do it. If we can do it, you
You
can do
can
it
do it
too.
too.
So definitely join us. Um, Avoid some of those mistakes. But if you made those mistakes, know that you can go ahead and correct them. So join us for the 21-day Love Connection Challenge.
Yes,
Yes,
make
the
sure
Couples Connection Challenge.
you are part of this 21-day
Yes.
love challenge. For those of you who are just tuning in today, we are talking about the top 5 mistakes to avoid in your marriage in this new year. Mistake number 1 was comparing your wife to your ex, or
Mhm.
even worse, to your mother. That's a big mistake. That's a big no-no. That was mistake number 1.
Mhm.
Mistake number 2 was sharing your spouse's inadequacies with friends and family members.
Mhm.
That is also something you don't want to do.
Nope.
Mistake number 3, lacking intimacy and not making time for your partner. So you need to join that 21-day love challenge if you have that issue.
Yep. And if you missed any, go back and watch. But we are at number
4,
four. Number
mistake number
four.
4. And this would be attacking your husband's manhood.
Yeah. So sometimes in the heat of the moment, we can get all excited.
Mhm.
Not even excited. That's not the word. Yes. But
No, not excited.
no, not
You're
excited, right?
emotional.
Heated, right? You're heated and you're in the face of this argument, and you want it hurt. And it's like hitting below the belt that we said, definitely is something that
It's
you
a
don't want
no-no.
to do, right? And so you attack. Um, his ability to provide, his ability to protect, his ability to even perform. Okay. And when you do that, especially with his ability to perform, you are going to cause him to wither for you. So he will not be standing up tall and straight for you. Might do it for someone else, but not for you, because you would have attacked him where it hurts the most.
Mhm.
So we want to be, ladies, we want to be definitely sure that we are avoiding this mistake. We want to do more praising instead of criticizing, especially as it relates to um, our husband's manhood. So if you don't know how to do that, go ahead, check with me. Join me in our How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group, and go ahead and book a one-on-one, and we can talk some more on how you can avoid that mistake and the things that you can do to make sure that your relationship is on the right track. Okay, so we're ready for number 5. So we're
Yes.
talking about the what? 5, top 5. You're in the new year. You want to start it right. You want to get it right. This is number 5.
Yes. Number 5, battling your spouse's
Oh,
sexual advances.
ooh, we are we this one
Belittling. Yeah.
is like
Belittling.
a big major one. You
Hmm.
don't want to do this, right? So belittling your spouse's
Sexual
sexual advances.
advances.
So, you know, and this goes both ways, right? So for a husband or a wife, right? Um, this could be a problem. This could be a problem. So if you're the wife and you want to um, initiate sex or look a certain way or wear a certain type of clothing, and then your husband comes and says, why do you have that on, or what is that, or what you trying to do, or ooh, you got to put some clothes on, or you look bad, or anything like that, that is definitely going to destroy her feelings, and she is probably not going to want to initiate anymore. And the reverse is also true, right? So if it's a
Yes.
wife doing it to the
To the
advances of her
man. Yes.
husband, then that is going to be a problem. So you do not want to criticize, you do not want to embarrass your spouse when they are trying to make advances. And if you have done that in the past, go ahead and correct that mistake, apologize,
Yes.
and definitely it's you. Blame yourself and not your spouse for you misinterpreting what they were doing, because you want your spouse to be able to initiate and connect with you in a sexual way. So don't belittle your spouse when they do make the effort to
Hmm.
connect with you. Yeah. And I think that's a mindset thing too with
Yeah.
relationships. So some people feel that, hey, a woman shouldn't be doing it, and in other relationships, the man wants the wife to do it. So, but y'all will have to have that conversation on what it is you expect, anticipate, want, value in your relationship, as it even relates to how you connect sexually. So you definitely have to have those talks, like we say,
Yes.
pillow talks. You definitely have to have those
You need to have those
conversations, right?
conversations.
You have to have those conversations so that you can have a healthy marriage life, and that includes your sexual encounters as well. Mhm. So
Yes.
you definitely want to stay healthy in your relationship. So if you had any comments, questions, go ahead, put them in the comments, and remember to share this um, video, this live,
Yes.
this talk with your family and friends, because you never know who needs it and when they'll need it. So go ahead and share, and just assume, hey, everyone has a healthy relationship, and everyone is interested in learning about more ways to stay healthy and stay connected with their spouse. And there's nothing wrong with doing it. The healthiest relationships do the healthiest things, and so take a part in being that and being healthy.
Yes. And let us know one, what is your biggest takeaway? Because
Yes.
today we would have discussed the top 5 mistakes to avoid in your marriage in this new year. And we know that mistake number 1 was comparing your wife to your ex, or even worse, your mom. Mistake number 2, sharing your spouse's inadequacies with friends and family
Mm-hmm.
members. Mistake number 3, lacking intimacy and not making time
Ooh.
for your partner. Mistake number 4 was attacking your husband's manhood. And mistake number 5, belittling your spouse's sexual advances. So, which one was your takeaway?
Mm.
So, we had fun sharing with you here today on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. If you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and you want to turn on that notification bell and make sure you select all, so you are notified every time we go live here on the Unique Couples YouTube channel.
And remember to go ahead and join us for the 21-day Couples Connection Challenge that is designed to get you and your partner closer using activities that promote intimacy, insight, and intentionality during the course of 21 days. So go ahead, hashtag, what are we hashtagging again? Yeah,
21
hashtag
day
21 day,
Couples
and
Connection
go
Challenge.
ahead and join us for the challenge. Go ahead and join us for the challenge. Register to be a part of that. So, as unique couples, we are so excited, and we look forward to you having a healthier relationship. And yes, go ahead, subscribe, like, share, and
Definitely.
definitely share to help.
Yes. Here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples healthier marriages, and happier
Happier
families.
families.
We love you guys. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of the week. Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.